Hello, my wonderful students. Welcome back to my channel. So, today we are going to see class 4, English, chapter number 5, the old stag. Okay, and students, those who want worksheet for practice, kindly join the WhatsApp group. I have given the link in the WhatsApp group. And for off year examination preparation, all the worksheet is ready for practice. Okay, kindly join the channel and send me the payment screenshot to get all these worksheet to get good marks in your upcoming off year examination. And revision exam is also started. Every week I am conducting revision exam in my channel. Okay, for more details you send me a message in WhatsApp. Okay, so now we will go into this lesson. In a lush forest lived an old stag who was known for his kindness. So, what is the meaning of lush forest? Lush forest means a thick, dense forest where we can able to see many animals, a lot of trees, and colorful birds, mountains, everything will be there. Okay, so there lived a old stag. Old stag means a male deer. A male deer. Okay, so the deer, how it is a very kindness. Because of his kindness everyone loved him very much. Each day he warmly greeted his fellow animals and birds. Though the forest offered plenty of food, the stag preferred staying on a small hillock with tender grass. So tender grass means a soft grass which is like very tender and it will be very nice to eat. Okay, that's what it meant. So this one has the hillock here we can able to see, right? So this is the place where the old stag is staying. So every day he will come down to meet all his friends. If you can see, we can able to see bear here, rabbit, and we have a small squirrel, an elephant, and we have colorful parrots here, and we have a small bird. So every day this old stag is coming down and he is visiting all his friends and they are talking very happily. But even though the deer is coming down, he likes to eat the food which is in the small hillock, which is the tender grass. Okay, the hillock was covered in soft green grass, which the old stag enjoyed. Every day he would come down to meet his friends, and all the animals and birds loved him. Okay, so everyone loved him very much. One day the stag fell ill. So look at this picture. The face, his face like very sad because he is ill. He is not feeling well. The stag knew that fresh, healthy food and proper rest would help him to get well soon. So he ate the tender grass and decided to rest for a while. Yes. So whenever we are not feeling well, what our parents will do, they will give like healthy soups and they will ask us to take rest for some time so we will feel better. So animals also will do the same. They know very well how to keep them healthy. So what the stag is thinking, he knows very well. So let me eat the fresh grass and take rest for some time so it will be okay. So, what happened next? The old stag could not go down the hillock to greet his friends. Yes, because he is not feeling well, he couldn't able to go down and meet his friends. His friends were worried. When they learned that the stag was unwell, they came to check on him. So, what happened? All his friends, they came to know the stag is unwell, so they all climbed up the hill to meet the whole stag. Okay, this is a hillock. So they all climbed to the hillock now. Now, dear stag, how are you doing? Asked deer. So deer is asking, dear stag, how are you doing? Too weak to come down and meet you all, replied the stag. So the stag is telling, I'm feeling very tired and I'm very weak as well. That's the reason I could not able to come and meet you up. So get well soon, dear stag, said the deer. So the deer said, please get well soon. So the animal wished him a speedy recovery and left. However, before they went back into the forest, the animals ate the fresh green grass growing on the hillock. So, what happened? They started tasting the fresh green grass which was on the hillock. So now see, look at this picture. The elephant is eating, the giraffe is also eating. The grass is so tender and nice, said the elephant. I haven't eaten such a green leaf, said giraffe. So these questions will come in who said to whom. Okay, so this one I'm marking as important. Who said to whom? Okay. So word soon spread about the tender grass. So what happened after the elephant and giraffe tasted? So everyone come to know about the tender grass. Soon all the animals who came to visit the stag feasted on the tender grass. Anyone who come to visit the stag would also eat the grass. So what happened? So look at this picture here. So we have a bear, we have deer, elephant, rabbit. Everyone started tasting the tender grass now. Soon there was not much grass left on the old stag to eat. Oh my god, now see, there is a shortage of grass now for the old stag to eat. He started becoming weaker, days passed. So there is no food for him to eat, there is no tender grass. It was eaten by all other animals. So what happened? The old stag became weaker and weaker. His friends felt ashamed. They realized how their greed and made them forget about their friends, that old stag. Yes, now they realized, oh my god, we should not eat all the tender grasses because we should have kept for the old stag also, as the stag is starving now and it is becoming weaker also. So they understood that not much grass was left over, the stag could eat and recover. The animals decided to find food elsewhere in the forest. So what happened? And do not disturb the hillock. So what happened now? 1 minute, students. So what happened now? The animals, they thought, okay, we should not eat any more tender grasses from this place. This is for the old stag. We will go and search for the food in inside the forest. Some of them also brought fresh leaves for their friend. Okay, while coming and meeting, see, look at this picture. The rabbit is eating carrot and squirrel. The squirrel is having some nuts. So they planned and they took some fresh fruits to old stag now. It rained well that week. So it rained well that week. So what happened after raining? After raining, the grasses will grow very nicely. So the grass soon grew back and the old stag had enough food once again. Slowly, the old stag recovered from his illness after eating the tender grass. The old stag, see, look at the picture now. He is recovered. The animal learned that most important lesson. So this is the moral of the story. Nature is enough for everybody, but we need to use its resources wisely. Okay, for example, there is a tree full of mangoes is there, and one monkey is there in the tree. Okay, and each day a monkey is eating or plucking one mango and eating, that would be enough. But imagine if the monkey it is plucking all the mangoes and putting down and wasting the food and eating one mango in a day. That is not the thing the monkey should do. It should use the resource very wisely. Even though the nature is enough, they should plan it accordingly. Okay, so that is the moral of this story. So we have new words and we will have question and answer also. So we will see one by one. So now I'm going to read the lesson one more time, because this lesson in class your teacher might ask you to read during your oral test. Okay, in English, we have 40 marks. In that, 5 to 10 marks will be given for oral. Okay, so let me read the story one more time. No, I'll read the story at end of this video. So now we will go back to the new words. I'm going to write the meaning for all these words. Okay. Okay, here is the meaning. So first we have lush. Lush means an area which has lot of greens, healthy plants, grass, big trees. It's like a forest. Okay. Next, stag, a male deer. Hillock. Hillock, a small hill or a mold. Next we have tender. Like tender meaning showing gentleness, kindness and affection. Okay. Sheltering, protect or shield from something harmful, especially bad weather. So last is recovery, to return to a normal state of health. Okay, these new words are important, students. In meanings they will ask you. So next comes to question and answer. Question and answer I'm going to write in a separate paper and I'll show you. This will come for your half-yearly exam. Okay, so please be very careful. Okay, now we will see the answers one by one for the question. Why was the old stag popular? So, the old stag was popular because of his kindness. Every day he warmly greeted his fellow animals and birds, and they all loved him. Okay, students, if you want, you can pause the video and you can copy the answer. Okay, next question. Why did the old stag not go down the hillock to meet his friends? The old stag was too weak due to his illness to descend the hillock. Okay. Next, why did the green cover of hillock slowly vanish? Vanish means disappeared. Why it was disappeared? The green cover of the hillock slowly vanished because many animals who came to visit the stag ate the tendered grass, and it was consumed quickly, leaving a little for the stag. Okay. And fourth question, very important one. Did the animal realize their mistake towards the end? What did they do? Yes, the animals did realize their mistake, struck by guilt, and they stopped eating the grass on the hillock and even began bringing fresh leaves for the stag. Okay. So as I said, if you want all the answers, just pause the video and take the answers. Okay. So next, think and discuss. Did the animal do the right thing at the end? Why do you think so? Yes, the animals, they all did the right thing. They realized that mistake. They understood the moral. So what happened? What happened after that they do? Why do you think so? Because the animal realized their mistake and they started bringing even fresh leaves for the old stag, and they know they have to keep the food for everyone, not finishing or not vanishing up the food immediately. Okay. So, what would happen to the green plants around if we each one of us thought only for our own need? So, what will happen? For example, if we have some plants, no one should touch that one, it's only for me, no one should touch, no one should eat. What will happen? That will not be good. Everything should be for everyone. Okay, the nature is like that only. The nature is not only for one person, the nature is for everyone. Okay, next we have match the following. So we will do the match the following. Match the following to their meaning. So first we have lust forest. So what is the meaning of lust forest? I already told you that lust means like very green, thick forest. So this one. Tender grass. Tender grass means a baby grass, the young ones. Okay, this one. Shaded spot. It's a cool resting place. Healthy food. Nourishing, wholesome food. Speedy recovery means quick healing Okay. So again, lush forest means green and dense wood forest. Tender grass is a baby grass. Okay. Shaded spot, it's like a covered place. It's like a place where we can able to take rest. So cool resting place. Healthy food, it's like a delicious, and the food which we gives gets lot of nutritions, a nutritious wholesome food. Speedy recovery, quick healing from our health. Okay, next. Looking at the following words, we have lush forest, friendly animals, shaded spot, tender grass, healthy foods. So these words are descriptive words that gives us more detail about the scene. For example, we have lush forest, friendly animals, shaded spot, tender griefs, healthy food. So these words are giving more detail for the things or the place or the object. These words used to make create writing more interesting things. For example, so here we have given draw the image that comes in your mind when you read the following. So draw an image. You can see lust forest means you can write, you can draw any animals, you can draw, or you can draw big trees, and you can draw birds, small mountains you can draw. Okay, you can draw these things, etc. Next, tender grass. So when you heard a word about tender grass from this lesson, you can draw. If you think about tender grass, I will think about the old stag, the deer. You can draw old stag. Next, healthy foods. Healthy foods based on this lesson. Tender grass is healthy food. And whatever healthy foods we see, we saw a squirrel, a rabbit eating carrot, and we saw a squirrel holding a nut. So anything you can able to draw here. Okay. Next, read the following sentence. Each day he warmly greeted his fellow animals and birds. So warmly is an adverb. Okay, here warmly tells the way, the manner of the stag greets. Okay. So let's look into some sample. So the old stag slowly recovered. So this is an adverb. The rabbit quickly ate the carrot. It's an adverb. Ram quickly ate an ice cream. So there quickly it's an adverb. And you can also say Ravi shouted loudly. So loudly it's an adverb. Okay. So the adverb in the example sentence describe how the old stag recovered. So how he was recovered. How did the rabbit ate the carrot? Quickly the rabbit ate the carrot. Okay. So encircle the adverbs describe and how something is done. Okay. So here we have soon. Soon is an adverb. You can frame a sentence. Ram came to school very soon. Okay. You can say badly. It's an adverb. Cheating someone is a very badly manner. You can write it. Like lately. You can write the old stag lately recovered. Cheerful. The rabbit is a very cheerful animal. You can write so quietly is an adverb. Early is an adverb. Again, carefully. Everything is an adverb. So carefully, highly, and as I said, loudly, and nearby. The market is nearby the home. So where is the market? The market is nearby the home. So nearby is an adverb. Regularly is an adverb. So I am a person who comes regularly on time to office. So fast is an adverb. Okay. So now work with your partner and write a sentence for each adverb encircled. So you can write each sentence for the adverb. So I informed many sentence, right, students? So like that you can create your own sentences. Okay, and this one is your exam important question, grammar part. Okay, when I make worksheet for grammar, I'll be including all these adverbs also. Okay, next complete the story by writing dialogues in the speech blurb. So this one you have to do by yourself. So let's see. The monkey king is fasting today. Let us all fast too. No food till sunset. So he is the monkey king. He is telling everyone that I'm going to fast today. Let us fast. No one should eat anything till the sunset. So here we have a conversation going on. See, this monkey is telling yes. So you can continue like yes, my lord, or yes, my king. I am very interested to start my fasting. You can write, or else you can write. You can also write yes. I'm thinking whether I can starve for the whole day. You can write this monkey is telling. You can write with some expression like oh, it is really very difficult for me to fast. Okay, this is your creativity, students. You can create your own sentence. Okay, so here one monkey is telling we have collected lot and lots of bananas. So you can make a sentence. Next, no harming holding in one banana. It looks very yummy and very tender. So here this monkey feel comfortable. Oh my god, I also like to hold one banana in my hand. You can write that. Let us all peel and have it ready in our hand to eat after the sunset. So next, will be sunset soon. Oh, this banana looks yummy. So I'm going to hold in my hand. Will the sunset be soon? So like that you can make your own sentences, students. Okay. So next write about your best friend and complete the paragraph. So here you have to complete. So my best friend name. You can write any name. I'm going to write Priya. So my best friend name is Priya. My best friend name is Priya. And she is, in case if you're writing a boy name, you can write he is. And she is a, 1 minute, I will change the color. Okay, I'm just changing the color, or I'll increase maybe the font size. Blue. Okay, I think this is better. Little bigger in size. Okay, this is visible. Okay, so my best friend name is Priya. She is a clever person or smart person. Clever person. And we have one more. I need to reduce the size because we're not having space here. Clever person. And she is 8 years old. She studies in class 4. There are how many members you can write? There are 5 members in my family. You can write my family or her family, anything you can write. Okay, my hobbies. Now this is write about your best friend, so you need to write about her family. Priya's hobbies are, what are the hobbies? Like reading books, playing piano, anything like dancing, Anything you can write, okay? Wants to be a, and what is her ambition? Wants to be a teacher or a doctor or an engineer, anything, okay? When we are together, love we love to play and share our thoughts. She she is my best friend because she always helps and supports me when I am down. Down means when I am feeling weak. Okay, so this one you have to do it by yourself, students. I just gave an example for you. Do not use the same sentences, same words. You have to change. You have to think about your own friend and you write about him or about her. Okay, so look at this picture. Imagine a large bowl of delicious jalebis in your classroom. You and your friends started enjoying the sweets one by one. Everyone loves the jalebis so much that you keep reaching more. Now think about what might happen next. So, what happened? Discuss in the class. How do you feel if the jalebis were almost finished, but some of your friends had not enough yet? So what happened if only 40 jalebis were kept on a plate, and if there are 40 students, you have to take only one jalebi so that others will also get a chance to taste it, right? But if you have taken more than one, then one of your fellow members or one of your classmates will miss tasting the jalebis. So what will happen to the bowl of jalebis after some time? So after some times all the jalebis will get over. Why it is important to share when have something that everyone's enjoy. So it is always important to share. That is because we learned this lesson also. Nature and everything is for everyone. Everyone should share equally and eat. Okay, how can we make sure that enough jalebis are for everyone to enjoy? How can we make sure? First we have to count and see, or we need to check with our class teacher like how many jalebis are there in the box. Then we can see how many students are there in the classroom. For example, if you have only 10 jalebis and there are 20 students in the class, you can divide one jalebis in two equal portion. So 10 jalebis will become 20. So everyone can share equally and have it. Okay. So next we have instruction. Thank you. Thank you, God. And we have the old stag here. Imagine that you are a whole stag grateful to the friends who helped you while you were sick. Prepare a thank card to show their appreciation. Front of the card, draw a picture of the stag surrounded by his friends in the forest. Inside the card, write a kind thank you message to his friends expressing how they help made him feel better. So this is a thank you note. So you have to make this flashcard by your friend self. So you have to write like dear, maybe you are mentioning this parrot or a rabbit. You can write, Dear Rabbit, thank you so much for your kindness and meeting up me when I'm not feeling well. And your wonderful, delicious carrot was really nice, and the leaves which you brought was very tender. It makes me better and I've recovered very soon. Thank you so very much. You can finish it like that, okay? From the stack. So this one you have to do it by yourself, students. Your class teacher will give this as an activity for you. Okay, so very soon, within today, I'll be sharing the worksheet for practice. Those who need the worksheet, you have to join the channel, students. Okay, join the channel. Those who are paying 599 rupees monthly will be getting individual worksheet for each lesson for all the subject, including sorry, excluding Hindi. So you will be getting for Max, English, and EVS each lesson worksheet separately, as I showed you earlier. Like this, you will be getting. This is English, Max also I will be sending you out. Okay. So all the very best students, do well. So today I'm going to give you a wonderful smiley to everyone. So a green one. Hope you will love it. With a pink eyes. Okay. Take care students. Be safe and always obey your parents. Okay. That is very important. Just listen what they are telling. That is very important. Okay. Bye bye and take care.